This solo leveling challenge, this is all about building a routine for myself. So
what if you overpowered your business to the same degree that a 747 is overpowered? What if you brought way more energy to your business and your enterprise than was required for you to succeed?
life gives you two doors. One says freedom and the other says security. For the next 30 days, I'm choosing the door that says freedom. Fuck security.
Don't call it a comeback.
What does all this mean? Simple, easy. For the next 30 days, I'm giving myself a solo leveling challenge. I have to do 7 things for myself every day. 7 of them. I know it's only 5 fingers right there. Just imagine it was 2 more. 7, I gotta do 7 of them. I have to do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups every day. I have to take a cold shower every day. I have to do 1 act of kindness every day. I have to pray every day. I have to do 30 minutes of learning every day. I have to journal every day. And the last thing that I have to do, what was the last one? Okay, I'm back, I remember. I have to jog or walk for 15 minutes every day. I'm currently on the way to the gym. It's Monday, so it's upper body day 1. Usually I like to do chest and triceps and abs. So 3 stations, 3 rounds each station. Well, I'm actually switching it up. It's gonna be 4 stations, 2 rounds each station. The 4th station is just abs, straight abs. And as you can see, this joint is pretty packed today. This is why I really don't come at 4. I try to be here super early, like 8, 9. I hate coming this late, but it is what it is. It was just raining, but now it's sunny. This is Houston weather. It was a nice breeze this morning and it was raining, but now it's sunny. Today, instead of being in the gym, we're gonna kick it over here today on the side. So why security under freedom, or freedom above security? Security says do it tomorrow, and freedom says do it right now. As in, I'm free to do it right now versus I can't do it tomorrow. So one of the things that I had to do for this challenge of mine, the solo leveling, is 30 minutes of learning every day. The video that I chose today was Mastering the Basics of Financial Freedom by Myron Golden. He said a couple things that stuck out to me. One thing was about the 2 doors. One door that represents security and the second door that represents freedom. He said that if you choose the door that says security, then you end up with neither security or freedom. But if you choose the door that says freedom, then you end up with freedom and security. So from that, I looked at, okay, how did this apply to my life? One example being If I choose to stay inside my house and I never leave, I build this fake wall of security around me. How am I learning? How am I being introduced to new ideas, new concepts, new ways of life? If I stay behind these closed doors, how am I evolving? Versus if I get up every day and I do these 7 things for myself to grow myself in different areas of my life, that's me banking on me. That's me having faith in me, putting in the work every day so I can get to the point where I have the freedom to do anything, when, how, where I want to. If I decide to get up and go jogging a mile, I got the ability to do it because I got my legs and I work out every day. So you know what I'm saying? I got the energy. Let me quit playing. But if I never put myself in these positions to where I can learn and grow myself, how can I reach the freedom? It's a false sense of security. So that part of his video resonated with me in a huge way because I want freedom and security. I want the freedom to have security. So I guess to sum that up, I'm gonna sum that up by another quote that he made. No high energy result flows to a low energy resource. Yeah. If I'm gonna be the change that I want, then my output gotta match what I'm seeking. I gotta live and act like it already exists. We chase security without truth. We chase fast money without principles. Is that really security? In my 2 reading takeaways, the second takeaway that I had was you separate God from the truth and all you have is a lie. To have the truth, right, you have to know the beginning, the middle, and the end. Well, in the Bible, it says, God is the way, the truth, and the life. So if you don't have the truth, you don't have God. And what does that get us? What happens then? Debt, stress, and death of peace. This is why I'm choosing freedom over security. And this little bit of information, those words gave, in my mind, it gave legs to this challenge and what I'm doing for myself. Every prayer, workout, page I read, healthy meal I eat, is me giving legs and groundwork to my discipline, to my consistency. And over time, I'm gonna be able to look back and see the effects of this, basically giving validity to my truth. I know the beginning. I know the work it took in the middle. I know the results I got at the end of it over these 30 days. If I separate discipline from my goals, then my goals die. If I separate consistency from my routines, then my routines die. The same principles that I'm applying in life, I can apply to money and vice versa. The same principles that I'm learning, through my faith, I can apply in life, which means I can apply it to money, finances. It's kind of cool. Actually, it's really cool.
I believe that. I believe that with every fiber of my being, that wealth is inherently good. If it were not inherently good, God would not have blessed so many people in the Bible with it, and so many people in our world with it.
The next part of my journaling, every day I have to write down a phrase of gratitude, a lesson that I learned, and a vision that I have for myself. And today, day 1, September 1st, 2025, I came up with these. I have the mind to create the world I want. Build faith in the actions. This is my statement of gratitude. Lessons: environment, perceptive, income, character, focus. Use these to gain financial freedom. The reason I'm saying use these to gain financial freedom is, of course, it should be extremely apparent. Environment. I can change this environment anytime I want. Anytime I decide to step outside of this place, this building, this home, I can change my environment. I can go to a seminar and learn something. I can go to a bowling alley. I can put myself in spaces to learn and have new ideas that I never had before. Perceptive. My outlook on life controls a lot about my outward response towards life. If I change my outlook, I can change my output. Income. I can use the income that I have now to finance the life that I want. So don't quit your job to start a business. Use your job to start a business. And when that business start making double what your job make, then quit your job. Something like that. Character. What I do when nobody's watching. What I do when somebody's watching. What I do for others. How I give back to the world. How I give back to myself. Character. Focus is important to me because I think there has to be like a revolving door of focus. There are times to focus, there are times to relax. There are times to get to extremely dial in, and then there are times to take it easy and take it smooth. I can use all of these to gain financial freedom, and I should. And then lastly, I have for the vision, achieve epic financial freedom. And basically all that means in a nutshell is I want to have the ability to do what I want, when I want, where I want, how I want, because I want. And not have to worry about the means or the resources because I built and created those already. For sure. Ooh, look at that sky, man. A storm is coming. It's pretty, ain't it? But it's a soup ball. Sun over there. But anyways, let's dial it back in. So, security says, stay in the bed. You can do it tomorrow. Let's keep scrolling, right? Freedom says, go for that 10-minute walk. Do that last set. Read that next 10 pages. Keep going. The risk is the reward. If I remove the risk, then I don't receive the reward. So this challenge overall is forcing me to choose freedom every day for the next 30 days. Me being disciplined enough to stick to this routine and do these 7 things every day is me searching, looking, reaching, creating, building my freedom. This is my book, Not My Battle Alone. It's on my website right now, imwinston.com. It's only $16.99. And it's actually a part of my solo leveling challenge, which is to pray every day. This is a prayer and reflections for life book. It holds over 100 prayers about different aspects of daily life. And how I like to use it is just like this. Today I got grateful to be here. So I'm gonna read this and then I'll be right back with y'all. This prayer says something at the end that I think is crucial to this video. Let's see. Okay, it says, I don't want to live blind to your blessings. Open my eyes to the joy that still lives in this moment. Help me to carry this attitude throughout my day. Not just when things go right, but even when they feel routine. Thank you for the gift of now. And I didn't pick this prayer, I didn't look this prayer up. I flipped until my spirit said stop. And this is the prayer that I got. And this solo leveling challenge, this is all about building a routine for myself. So I think that's pretty amazing. That let me know God always watching. And I'm telling you, you can't have the truth without God. So actually that brings us to the close of my video. I have successfully completed day 1, I can put a check mark on that, of my solo leveling challenge. I knocked out all 7 tasks. I did the push-ups, I did the reading, I did a cold shower, which I'm about to get ready to do in about 5 minutes. As you can see, I just got home from the gym. I'm headed to do that right after this. I did an act of kindness today. I did my sit-ups, my prayer, and my journaling. Yeah. I feel accomplished. I feel like I did something. I feel like the mayor, I feel excited, man. I feel like, I championed something today. If I didn't do nothing else today, I achieved my daily goals. Yeah. If you made it to the end of the video, I sincerely appreciate you. One thing, real quick. If you are leveling up in any type of way in your own life, let me know down in the comments. I want to know how y'all leveling up in y'all lives. Seriously, for real. Other than that, I'm going to check in with y'all on later days of the challenge. You can expect to see more of these videos for sure. I'm doing 30 days, and I'm going to stick to it and stick to it and stick to it. Other than that, I'm Winston. This is WIRL, Winston in real life. I'm gone.